Caging inbound. Beasley rises. Beasley's going to get it off. One last shot. How about Beasley? 21 points.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy Hoop, aka Hoopsicle, aka the Ice Stream Man. And we back once again. Hoopsicle Podcast. We live on YouTube, we live on TikTok. Everybody out there in TikTok land, what's up? Everybody out there in YouTube world, what up? We back, baby. And we here to talk basketball, per usual. As y'all can see the new setup, the new vibes. Y'all on TikTok, y'all can't see it, but if y'all can go to my YouTube, y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. YouTube world, I see y'all out there messing with me, man. So if you can see it's a new vibe, check out the top and check out the bottom. What are those right there? Those words that are just scrolling across the screen. That is called what we call sprinkles, aka jimmies, right? Now, playing on the Hoopsicle theme, these are like little headlines or maybe information or things that you should check out that maybe I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on. And I just want to give y'all a little bit of that sprinkle, dog. Like E40 says, sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. So basically, they're just like little things, whether it be music you should check out, maybe a show you should check out, headlines that we might not be able to get to, or, quick little, maybe like a joke or something, whatever. Point is that it's an extra layer of messaging and connection between me and y'all, the audience, because I do this for y'all. I keep y'all posted, I keep y'all informed, and I keep y'all in the loop when it comes to basketball and things of that nature, right? So basically, as I was saying, we got signings and drafts that just happened, right? So the extension deadline just closed. And basically, what that means is that anybody that had a potential opt in or opt out had to have already done it so far, right? So if you had a player option or opt in your contract, you had to have already either signed or opted out of that little clause or whatever you want to call it in your contract, right? So you would have had to done that. I think it was a few days ago, 3 days ago or something like that. Like it was Thursday or Friday or something like that. Anyways, with that being said, there's a lot of people that opted in and opted out. So we're gonna go over all of those things, and we're gonna keep y'all in the loop, right? So there's a couple of key signings and key opt-ins and opt-outs in the NBA that you should keep track of, right? Signings as well. First one we're gonna talk about is DeAndre Ayton, 2-year deal on the Los Angeles Lakers. Now I know a lot of y'all might not think that this is a big deal. I know a lot of y'all might think like, hey, it's DeAndre Ayton. Who is this guy? Matter of fact, some of y'all might be thinking, who is this guy? Let me tell you something. That's why Hoop's in the building, right? To keep y'all informed. DeAndre Ayton, 7-footer, right? Or 6'10", something like that, out of Arizona, U of A to be specific. Arizona kid, right? Key. Let me put this down real quick. Very key component when it came to that Suns run that they had in the what was it? I feel like it was forever ago, but what was it 2019, 2020? No, 20 was a pandemic. 2021 when they played the Bucks in the finals. DeAndre Ayton was an overlooked piece of that run, right? I'm a Clippers fan, man. We played them in the playoffs. Two things happened. The last game 7, Chris Paul had the best shooting night of his entire life, right? Because he was wide open. But I think it was game 3 or 4. Last 3-second putback, DeAndre Ayton, from an inbound play at the end of the game to close out a win for him. These are the type of plays that are dangerous when it comes to DeAndre Ayton, right? I know that there's a narrative. There's a narrative going around in the league that he's a diva. Kendrick Perkins talking about this, that he's a diva, that he doesn't like playing, whatever. He has a certain attitude. But let me tell you something. I feel like he had a certain attitude and a certain type of swagger, I would say, because some people like say he's an attitude. I don't know. People say he pouts and stuff like that, and he doesn't want to play defense. He doesn't like to play center, like traditional center. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the TikTok, man. And I feel like a lot of that came with the Suns, particularly because he was an Arizona kid, right? And I feel like if you're an Arizona kid and you play for the Suns, you feel like a certain type of energy and a certain type of preference. Like you feel like you should be, especially DeAndre Ayton. He's not no scrub. He's young. He's big. He can shoot the three. He can play the perimeter game. It's really up to LeBron and them to see how much they can really squeeze out of him. You know what I'm saying? As far as a professional goes, you know. But it's like if you've watched any of the games before with DeAndre Ayton, because he was in the Blazers before. I know a lot of y'all ain't watching the Blazers. No disrespect to the Blazers, right? But I know a lot of y'all are not doing that, right? I know a lot of y'all ain't doing that, and so because of that, Rare Cut, what up? Hey, let me finish up this segment. I'm gonna get you on. Don't even trip. Let me get you on. Just stick with me though. A lot of that comes with the fact that you're an Arizona kid and you were a key component in that finals. Key component in that finals run. So that's DeAndre Ayton. Let me go through the rest of these real quick, man, while I get some people in. Duncan Robinson, trade for Simon Fencito. Oh man, I could be butchering that name, but Detroit Pistons, baby. I like the Pistons. I like the Pistons going up. We're going to talk about Malik Beasley. Don't even trip. Malik Beasley's coming up. If y'all want to know the lowdown on Malik Beasley and what's going on with him, stick around. Duncan Robinson to the Pistons. This is crazy. Valanciunas went to the Nuggets. Could do some damage playing the perimeter game as a big man, right? But he talking about he going to go to Greece. He going to go to Greece. Shout out Giannis. And go play over there, which is insane, right? Miles Turner to the Bucks, right? Nickeil Alexander-Walker to Atlanta. Oh, man, I was upset about that, man. Nickeil, you can do something for somebody in the championship caliber team, man. I don't know why you ended up on the Hawks. No disrespect to the Hawks, right? Whoever, ATL stand up. Whoever's in there, man. Whoever's in the chat from Atlanta, man, go ahead, throw something in there. Throw a bird in the comment. Then we got Clint Capella to the Rockets again. That's kind of a nasty pickup. I know he's getting older. I know he might not be the most mobile and agile. But like I said before, man, Clint Capella's big. Could really do some damage on the Rockets, man. KD, Şengün, and all them. MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. to the Nets. Cam Johnson to the Nugs. Cam Johnson to the Nugs is crucial. Another guy coming off the bench. I don't even know if he was starting with the Suns. He was coming off the bench. But key guy. Real solid player. Dorian Finney-Smith to the Rockets. Okay? Loading up the centers. This is the thing about the Rockets and the centers. The Rockets, the more centers they get, the better they're off because they can off-put Şengün into power forward mode. When they were in the playoffs, they were playing him as a center. It's not like he's the biggest guy in the world, right? But I feel like his style is definitely more power forward-ish. But yeah, the more centers they stack up there, the more they could put Şengün on the court with KD and with the center. Insane, nasty pickup. Jordan Clarkson to the Knicks. That's just swag on swag. Clarkson on the Knicks is like it almost feels like it's meant to be. But yeah, man, that's what's going on in the NBA as far as signings and opt-ins, opt-outs. Also, in the vein of the draft and the signings, as the topics say down there, we got some new people in the league, and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Some new people in the league means we got to figure out how to pronunciate these names, right? So I'm gonna do my best to try and pronunciate these names right now for these new rookies coming into the NBA, man. Forgive me, rooks, if I'm saying it wrong. I'm just a man off the West Coast in Las Vegas, Nevada, man. Who am I? Nevada. Who am I who am I? I'm just a regular schmegular guy, man. But y'all gotta teach me how to say this. Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm saying something wrong, which I probably am. The first one, 6'11" center, drafted to the Clippers. Shout out to Clippers, baby. Yannick Conan Niederhauser. Okay? Y'all say it with me now. Yannick Conan Niederhauser. All right? That's the new center on the Clippers, man. So y'all write that down, take notes. That's gonna be the best we're gonna get. The next one, 6'7", small forward on the Hornets, 19 years old. My guy, Kneppel. Kneppel? Hey man, listen, we're doing the best we can. 7'2", coming out of South Sudan. Shout out South Sudan. Center for the Suns. Oh man. Kaman Malik Kaman Maluk Manake. Maluk. Oh man, that's terrible. But he played for the Suns. 7'2". But they got Bol still? Bol. They gotta have big people on it. Next one, power forward, Frenchman, 6'10", playing for the Bulls. Noah Esengwe. I don't know, man. That one got me perturbed. Power forward, but yeah. Next one and the last one. 6'6", point guard for the Heat. Shout out MIA. Kasparas. Jacunios. Kasparas Jacunions. Oh man. It got the arrow pointing down over the sea. I don't know what that means, man. But yeah, man. That's the last rook I got. That's the last one I'm gonna hear struggle. That's the last one you're gonna hear struggle. Anyways, yeah, man. That's the rook. Shout out to the rooks. Right? Shout out to the rookies. Listen, man. We going live right now. Anyways, yeah, man. So that's what's going on, man. So new teams coming, new rookies coming. Ace Bailey coming for the Utah Jazz. Interesting squad. Low key, a bunch of buckets sitting on that squad. I ain't gonna lie to you. Keontae George, Ace Bailey going to the Jazz. Cooper Flagg, very interesting with Cooper Flagg, man. He might do something this year, man. Being primary ball handler on the Mavs right now is crazy when Kyrie Irving's out. Just to see what he can do. That's a big man holding the rock, right? So, shout out to Cooper Flagg and all of them. The Mavs might have a turnaround, bounce back year, right? But yeah, man, that's the situation. All right, man. Let me see if I can get my. Forgive me for not being as professional as I possibly could. Let's see. I'm trying to get these. We got a new sitch we got to take care of. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let me see. My bad. Let me get this right. We'll fix this in post. Don't even trip. All right, let's see. Let's go into the next block. Here we go. Malik Beasley. Man, I know a lot of people are talking about this situation online. Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you the full. How about that? Full breakdown on this, right? Malik Beasley under federal investigation for betting allegations. And I'm telling you right now, it is serious, man. Whoever's in there in TikTok world, you guys want to hear about this Malik Beasley situation, man? He out here betting supposedly, allegedly, right? Y'all jump in the comments, man. Malik Beasley. This is getting serious. See, I know we online and we playing funny games and all that and content and yada 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 yada. But this thing sounds deeper than rap. It sounds deeper than rap. Any of you guys ever watch Sopranos? Y'all know about Tony Soprano? Y'all know about all that? Y'all know about the mafia and all that? I don't know if y'all believe in the mafia. See, we out here in Vegas, right? So talking about the mafia is like, it's not a if, it's about where, right? I believe in the mafia. Y'all believe in the mafia? I believe in the mafia, right? And I'm not saying that somebody's out there trying to break Malik Beasley's thumbs and all that, right? But I feel like if I'm an NBA player and I'm getting millions upon millions of dollars, and it's getting to the point where I have to bet, because at some point this is what happens, man. You get into a hole and you feel like the only way to get out of that hole is to bet and win big, right? But if you're an NBA player, I can only assume that you feel like, hey, man, I can bet big and be able to finesse a little here and there, right? So if you feel like you can finesse a little bit here and there, you liable to put big money and continue to do that. But I think what it is that Malik Beasley got into a hole, into a deep hole with some bad people. Man, I feel like they might have did. If y'all ever seen The Sopranos, man, this what Tony Soprano did, right? He got this guy that owned a sports shop, right? So he had like kayaks and basketball shoes and this and that. Basically, it was a full blown business, right? Just think Big Five sports on a smaller scale. Tony Soprano went and got this man on gambling because he was running this little card game or whatever, and he would let him bring in his boy and he would front him some money, right? And because he would front him some money, he was hoping that he would get in the hole thousands of dollars. You know, in the 90s, thousands of dollars was like millions of dollars now. Shout out to inflation. And so basically what he did, he said, hey, look, man, now that you're in the hole so much to me, now we get to run up your credit cards. Now we get to run up your line. Whatever, come get whatever we want out of this store. We can give people, basically saying, you was mine. You mine, big dog. We got you. Bull by the horns and all that. And so basically because of that, they just ran up his credit, and he was like, in one of the episodes, he was like, well, what's the end of this? And he was like, the end of this is going bankrupt. You're going to go broke because you owe me X amount of dollars, thousands and thousands. I'm assuming like 100,000, whatever, right? So because of that, Malik Beasley, let me tell you why I bring that up, right? Malik Beasley charged, right? Which means he owes. Malik Beasley, let me see. Malik Beasley owes a Minnesota dentist. Let me read this off the thing just to make sure I'm right. $34,390. Okay? $34,390. Now, why do I bring that up? I bring that up because Malik Beasley doesn't have enough teeth for $34,000 of work. There's no way, bro. What are they doing to your teeth, bro? Are they infusing it with like some sort of vibranium so they last for the rest of your life, bro? I don't understand. You're insane. You're insane if you run $34,000 at a dentist, right? And they already garnishing his paycheck. That's insane. Imagine having a $3.8 million contract and the dentist is coming out running through your whole check, right? So let me tell you, that's one. That is not everything Malik Beasley had going on, right? Okay, here we go. A barber shop. and I think it was in Milwaukee. They won. This is not saying that they're trying to sue. They already sued and won. $26,827 worth of haircuts. $26,827 worth of haircuts. Malik Beasley owes to a barbershop. Bro, you ain't got enough head. Pause. You ain't got enough hair follicles in your scalp in order to owe $26,827 to a barber shop. You see what I'm saying? Somebody's out there getting plugged in, bro, and it's off of his name. Something's going on, man. He is deeper than rap. There's no way. Let's keep on going. That ain't it. Let me see. Unpaid rent in Detroit. Unpaid rent in Detroit. I got the physical number on this, right? But the crazy part is, oh man, let me see. No. Before we even get to that, South River Capital is the name of the company. I think it's a sports management agency. 4-1, again, already won it. It's theirs. They have the right to take it out. They check. $5.8 million. $5.8 million, bro. They taking that, whether you want to or not. They taking all that money, right? And because they're taking all that money, it bleeds into everything else, man. And like I'm saying, man, you get into this hole, man. This is crazy, bro. And like I said, this is crazy, bro, because I don't know who's after him. If $26,000 at the barbershop, 37 at the dentist, 5.8 from the sporting agency, and on top of that, man, he got unpaid rent money, and you know it ain't no small crib on the south side or wherever it's at. You know it's that player crib with the high rise and the view in Detroit or whatever it is. Dan Gilbert is the owner of these properties. You know what that means? He can go ahead and evict them in the middle of the playoffs. If they were playing the Cavs and Dan Gilbert felt like it was an edge, he would have went and evicted them in the playoffs, bro. Could you imagine what that looked like? Could you imagine what could have happened if something like that were to occur in the NBA? It's insane. Based off of gambling, man. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe he's into it deep with a Tony Soprano type of character. Or maybe he's just running it up, man. But $6 million gone in garnishment from the sporting agency. They say he took out a loan from his management company for like $180,000 or something like that, and now he owes like 2.something million. They're taking all his contracts, man. It's crazy, man. It sucks. That's insane. Like I said, it ain't right. It ain't right, man. I hope Malik Beasley get right. I hope he can figure out what's going on. I hope he get it settled somehow. Because it's crazy, man. Because some people get caught up in this thing and some people don't, man. Terry Rozier came back clean from the investigation. Shout out to Terry Rozier, man. And it's just like, it's crazy, man. Because nowadays you hear about these things, man. And that's like, I don't want to wish harm upon nobody, man. But this is crazy. I hope Malik Beasley get right with the situation, man. Like I said, I'm in Vegas, man. So I know this gambling thing ain't something serious, man. This is not something for the faint of heart. I don't want y'all to be thinking like, oh, it's funny, ha, 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 ha. You just could just not do it, man. It's crazy. It's an addiction. It's like drinking and all that. Whatever you want to call it. Gambling is a serious addiction, man. If you don't think so, man, I live in Vegas. There's all types of horror stories out here, man. So y'all just got to bet within your means. Make sure you don't overboard it. And make sure if you an NBA player making millions of dollars, that'll mean that you could up the gambling. You know? You making millions, that means you bet $5 and $10. I feel like hit the slots or something. But man, it's crazy. And there's some real suspect situations out there in the NBA clips. Y'all know, I'll put this in post, man. There's a lot of bad clips of Malik Beasley looked like he was finessing the game. Finessing the game. There's this one video of him where he was trying to take a three when it was in garbage time, and Giannis blocked him, and he was upset, mad, smacking his hand away. He's laughing and playing. He's like, bro, it's garbage time. He's smacking his hand away from me. Like, get away from me, man. You stupid. Don't ever block my shot in the garbage time, bro. You know what I'm trying to do out here. It's crazy, bro. But like I said, shout out to Malik Beasley, man. I hope everything's good. I hope everything gets settled out, man. Like I said, there's some other people in other sports that be getting bitten too, man, and they got a fall guy. Otan. You know what I'm saying? But it's what it is, man. But that's it for the Hoopsicle podcast, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I appreciate y'all, everybody rocking with me on TikTok, everybody rocking with me in the YouTube world. Hey, we gonna keep doing this thing, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna chop this up for y'all. Make sure I get it on YouTube, man. If y'all like the content, y'all like talking basketball, y'all talking about basketball news, all types of things like that, make sure you like, subscribe, lock in. Hey, if y'all on TikTok, man, y'all like what we talking, man, make sure you subscribe and like and all that, man. Tap in. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all later. See y'all later.